Good to see you. Quite a 60 days that we've had in the bank space. SVB, then a bunch of regional bank reports. People seem calmer now. First Republic, though, showing that all's not done. What's the lesson and what do investors do here?
It feels like it's probably still a bit of a hangover problem from the SVB fallout. A lot of folks that are in Silicon Valley were big investors or had capital deposits and accounts set up and within this ecosystem at First Republic. And so, they seem to be a pretty kind of unfortunate side effect of the fallout there. And with a pretty illiquid loan portfolio, find themselves in this pretty crippling condition as they had the $100 billion deposit withdrawals happen in the last quarter. So a pretty unfortunate side effect and circumstance to SVB, but I don't necessarily kind of view this as something that we would say is a broader, more systemic problem. I think a lot of folks consider this to be a more localized issue and very tightly coupled with what's happened around the SVB fallout.
Now, I remember a few months ago, Jamie Dimon and some others saying that the U.S. consumer was going to be largely tapped out when it comes to ability to spend and credit conditions by about the middle of the year. Now we've got this debt ceiling drama in a flashback to 2011. Are we whistling past the graveyard here, or are we just not, as a market, getting too worried about things that are going to fix themselves?
It's frightening. I mean, look, household revolving credit, I think, is at $1 trillion right now. It's up from about $800 billion just kind of right pre-COVID. Meanwhile, interest rates, central banks' interest rates have climbed. But, the other kind of circumstance arising from the SVB fallout and the concerns around the banking sector is that we're now seeing credit spreads widening. So, with tighter credit and more debt and higher interest rates, it's going to become more difficult for consumers to make these payments. And just like we're seeing in commercial real estate, there is the concern that there is more of a credit crisis looming here than I think we're necessarily accounting for in how we trade things. I think that this debt ceiling thing is such a big uncertainty. Everyone's kind of got their read on it and their analysis on it, but we really don't know. It could be something that drags on for days, weeks, months. Final hour, maybe we resolve it. But if it goes past the final hour, we don't know, crossing that frontier, what happens. It's just not something that we've necessarily dealt with. So we've almost got like a bit of a matchbox Tinder problem here. This could be the match, and the Tinder's all pretty well set. And so something to be concerned about, yeah. I
want to get to AI with you. I do want to note this continuing move in First Republic. It's moving around a lot, but mostly down more now than 40% after hours. But yes, moving around quite a bit, and we do await to see if there's any news on that. David, let's talk about AI. We did get reports from a number of big companies, hyperscalers, players also in AI. There are big hopes from Microsoft where this is concerned. How should investors think about the stages of enthusiasm for this, and what should they be targeting, you think? What kinds of news should they believe about AI that's worth investing in?
So look, I think that there's 3 stages to the shock and awe of AI as we've seen it evolve in the last couple of months and particularly this quarter. The first is just, it's unbelievable it can do these things. And everyone had that moment with ChatGPT and in the various evolutions and iterations since then. The second is the implications, which immediately everyone goes to, oh my gosh, this is going to eradicate jobs and costs are going to decline. Everything from service fees to legal fees are going to decline, et cetera. The third thing that happens, which I think we're on the brink of seeing, is all of this evolutionary product, business, and market stuff that we literally could not have imagined a year ago. And, I shared on my podcast and on Twitter this one guy who put together in a couple of hours an object recognition package with ChatGPT, with Google text to voice on his computer. And he could hold up a Diet Coke can and other objects on his computer and ask the computer questions about the objects. He said, what is this product? How many calories are in it? And the computer says it's a Diet Coke. It's got no calories. You can buy it on Amazon for this amount. Do you want me to order it for you? And he strung this all together in a couple of hours. And that's where your mind starts to blow. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is level 3. This is that third thing that happens. It's no longer about losing jobs and saving money. it's like there are these incredible new products and markets and business models that are going to evolve. Now, who benefits? Google's got 10,000 employees working on AI. That's far more, that's 10x or more than the resources at OpenAI. Microsoft is almost entirely dependent on OpenAI. So, I think you could argue that Google is probably in the pole position on AI. They've just totally failed to convince the street of that at this point, particularly in the silence, the deafening silence around AI in this last earnings call.